guys, it's me, it's Angela. Hope you like my sweet beaded headband, I guess. I got it over New Year's. I had a really good New Year's, actually. I usually don't have good New Year's, so it was really nice to have a good one. I went out to San Francisco to a hookah place that also had belly dancers, and they had like Moroccan food, but I didn't eat any food. And yeah, I said hookah, and we also got like complimentary champagne, and then I ordered like 2 extra glasses of champagne. But anyway, I went with one of the girls that I met when I went to the psych ward. If you want to hear about that, then go ahead and watch my post-psych ward update video, called something like that. But anyways, it was very fun. I got decently tipsy, too. I drink maybe like 3-4 times a year. Like in the past year, I drank on my birthday, on Halloween, and on New Year's. Didn't even drink on Christmas or Thanksgiving. I'm not a big drinker. I am more into Los Drogas. Yeah, that's me trying to wink. But yeah, so good New Year's. I'm still waiting on 2 different places, one in Sacramento and one in San Francisco, that are residential places for me to go into, because it is horrible living at home, especially when you're 27 and your parents treat you like you're a teenager still, and they control your money, and you don't have a car, so they control where you go, etc., etc., etc. So I'm waiting on those 2 places, and the reason I'm waiting and have been waiting so long is because my insurance, well, one of them, basically insurance bullshit is it. It's basically the reason. When I was at the psych ward, and the day I left, I had the social worker lady come over and be like, hey, you can actually, like today, right now, go from here to this place called Hope House, which is here in the East Bay. And she was like, yeah, you have to go right now, and you can't stop at home, and blah, blah, blah. And I was just already kind of like, dude, I just want to like sleep in a bed that is not horrible. I want to take a shower and be able to blow dry my hair afterwards. My beads. You know, and like, I had maybe 2 shirts and 2 pairs of pants with me, so I didn't like that idea. In hindsight, I should have done that. The good thing is, though, is I can actually go and still do that, but I have to check myself back into that psych ward and then wait for the social worker lady to talk to Hope House all over again for me and be like, hey, can she come in? Because apparently it's much easier to go to that place from a psych ward than it is from just home. And the Hope House is basically like, well, it's residential, it's not inpatient, like the psych ward. You're not like kind of forced to stay there, but you can't really leave either. I guess like take walks and stuff, but it's like as a group. Anyway, it's basically a house where you go and you're with other people, and you do, you know, chores and like make dinners and stuff, but then you have like group therapy from like, I think they said like 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. or something, like every day, except for I think maybe not weekends, but I really don't know. I'm not sure at all. So I will most likely be doing that. I'm going to go back to the psych ward on the 10th, on January 10th, because I have the interview for one of the places on Tuesday. And what's today, the 3rd? So 4th, 5th, on the 5th. And I could go that day or the day after back to the psych ward. But then it would be like 3 days and then like the weekend. And weekends are so goddamn boring. They don't do anything whatsoever at all. So I would rather go in on a Monday. So I'm going in, the Monday after my interview. And I'll probably, well, once I get into the Hope House, and I really hope it doesn't take longer than like a couple days, because unless there's like cool people there again, I will probably just be like, oh my god, I just want to like shoot my brains out. Ironic, funny. And, but anyway, and then I would be there until I think February is when I can get into one of the 2 residential places. So I would basically be there for like 2.5 weeks, and then go to the residential place. Probably the one in Sacramento. That one is actually only for anxiety disorders, which is I really need help with. Because I have several, yay, and apparently the lady who runs it had her own kind of TV show where it was called like my worst animal phobias or something like that, something about animal phobias, and she was also on like an episode or 2 of Hoarders. So she knows her stuff. I mean, I'm not a hoarder, and I'm not like OCD, but I have other anxiety things like my sleep phobia, and I'll probably be her first and probably only person with that. Yeah, that's not a very common phobia. And just generalized anxiety disorder, yeah, stuff like that. So hopefully that is the plan right now. It's just gonna suck until I go, back into the psych ward on the 10th. Is just kind of gonna suck because there's nothing for me to do or anything. But anyway, that's basically the plan. I made some New Year's resolutions, actually, which I am going to tell you right now. Let me turn my phone on and go to it and click on it. And, okay, so New Year's resolutions. First one is to do 2 hours on the treadmill every day. And I've been doing like 45 minutes to an hour on the treadmill every day, except for the last like week or so, because I've been in a lot of pain from how do I say this delicately, women's issues. Anyway, it's been very painful lately, and actually I'm very afraid of that because there's like 4 steps for this thing, but it's like stage 1, you're totally normal. Stage 2, you might get precancer. Then there's precancer, and there's cancer. And it was cervical, and I was the second phase. So I'm kind of afraid that maybe I have bounced into the precancer category. I really hope that that's not true, because that would really suck. Yeah. So anyway, so I'm going to work up to doing 2 hours a day on the treadmill. When I do the 45 minutes to 1 hour, I try to get at least 400, 500 calories down. So that would basically, if I was on for 2 hours, I would probably burn around 900 to 1,000 calories, which would be really nice because then I could like kind of eat whatever I want. Okay, and the second one is do 100 sit-ups before bed, increase by 10 each week. So basically I started doing that right before my women trouble started, and I got up to being able to do 20 sit-ups. Sit-ups are pretty painful for me because of my back, but I want some killer abs, so I don't really give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So eventually I'll be doing 100 sit-ups, but I'm gonna be doing like, start from the beginning, like doing like 10 every night, like this week, and then the next week I'll go 20, etc., etc., etc. Alright, and another one is to start my website. I've been really wanting to start a website about alternative beauty and fashion and like tattoos and piercings and body mods and grinders and suspensions, stuff like that in the San Francisco Bay Area. So I need to get on that. I think that would be a pretty cool website because there isn't one like that, at least not for the Bay Area. Another one is to go on a photo adventure at least like once every 2 weeks. Because I used to be super into photography, and then it just kind of, depression and anxiety and everything kind of got in the way of that. So I need to get back on the track of doing that. And my last one is to do at least one YouTube vid a week. So this is the vid for this week, obviously. The week of, what's today? Yeah. The week of, yeah, so tomorrow's the 4th. So the week of the 4th. This is the one for this week. And yeah, I think that's about it. I might do a video right after this one about PTSD. So maybe, maybe not. And also I kind of I want a lot more views. And I don't really know how to go about doing that. So if any of you guys have any helpful hints, any constructive criticism, even kind of non-constructive criticism, just really anything, any feedback whatsoever, basically, would be very, very helpful for me. So you can even, like, spew some hate my way, and I don't really care. I will, take it as advice. Nothing else I can do. So anyway, ciao. Happy 2016.